Finally, The Rock has come back with more Halloween news. After a month and a half of waiting, we finally got more! Evil has come home, but these heroes aren't going down without a fight. We're excited to introduce a selection of playable civilian characters in Halloween and share details on their histories with Haddonfield. So here it is! The characters of Halloween, the game. So now, let's get started on the lore behind these characters. The heroes of Haddonfield. Let's meet a selection of our playable civilian characters and discuss their roles in Haddonfield. Haddonfield is a quiet, unassuming town in Illinois bursting with idyllic American charm. Its heart beats in sync with the eclectic, however way you pronounce that, eclectic array of people and personalities who inhabit this seemingly sleepy community. Innocence allows these residents to carry on with their lives, blissfully naive to the horrors that will inevitably unfold before their eyes. Despite the looming evil and impending homecoming of the cold, calculating boogeyman, our heroes of Haddonfield stand proudly as shining examples of this town's resilience and vitality. Now, our first runner-up, Thomas! I'm gonna get... Thomas Armitage. How do you pronounce this? No one quite loves Haddonfield like our star college football player, Thomas Armitage. Armitage? That's an interesting last name, man. At 21, you'd think that parties would dominate his social life. But this dedicated athlete elects to return home every weekend to spend quality time with his little sister, visit close friends, and help out at his dad's furniture business. His positive attitude solidifies Thomas's role as a courageous leader on and off the football field. Sorry, I got a little off topic. While some might confuse his confidence with arrogance, Thomas is the type of guy who talks the talk and walks the walk. Jennifer Aarons. Jennifer Aarons is always prepared. She has distinct vision for her future, and that's why she's spending a few gap years working at the local bookstore to save money to pay for a college education. Quiet, kind, and demonstrably, oh my god, I can't even read. Demonstrably type A. She plans to leave the claustrophobic town of Haddonfield behind to pursue grander aspirations. Her overbearing mother would love for her to simply stay home, meet a nice guy, and settle down, but that's far from what Jenny wants, though. Her extended academic sabbatical has led to a slight erosion in Jennifer's festivities. My god, there's a lot of freaking big words in this I can't even pronounce. I am sorry, everybody. Fastidious shell courtesy of her new foray into Haddonfield's nightlife. Tanya Harrison. At the center of Haddonfield's social scene, and none other than Tanya Harrison. Much like Thomas, she loves Haddonfield and the people in this town. Her carefree and exuberant personality makes her the go-to person to ask about what's hip, happening, and worth listening to. Tanya was once offered a job by Mr. Strode. Hey, Mr. Strode! Because he thought she'd be an outstanding fit to work at Strode Realty. Very interesting. I like this. But she turned down the opportunity in favor of a position at a local record store. Underneath that bubbly exterior, Tanya's charming dark sense of humor helps her get along with just about everyone in town. I like this character. Rachel Callahan. Rachel Callahan couldn't be more displeased with hanging out with people. In fact, she may even prefer the company of the dead. Okay. At the night, her morbid curiosities are explored through funeral service education courses she attends in hopes of becoming a Mordican and joining the family business. Fascinated by death and the unknown, her free time is spent hanging out with a small group of people in Haddonfield who frequent the occult section of the local bookstore. A lover of punk music and sarcasm, Rachel has a hard time letting people see her vulnerable side, but despite her general distaste for humanity, she does keep folks with similar interests and hobbies around, which should prove helpful on Halloween night. Sounds like me in a way. I guess you probably might know who that my main might be now. Marcus Navarro. Whoa. What is that last name? There are a few things Marcus Navarro enjoys more than firing up his bike and fitting the open road. He was born and raised in Haddonfield, but spent a long stretch of time away to live with his father. After his parents' divorce, his independence and nomadic lifestyle are all alluring to the residents of the small town, who find themselves captivated by his brooding, lone wolf nature. While he typically prefers solitude, he does enjoy riding over to the Rabbit and Red Lounge, to grab drinks and play pool with the Castle Hill Rocks. Hell yeah! Much like Jennifer, Marcus has fundamental problems with the phony suburban facade of Haddonfield, but that won't stop him from protecting the people he cares about, like his grandmother, Gloria. Alright. I like these characters. Specifically, the punk rock chick. Just like in Friday the 13th with AJ Mason. Plus, I relate to this kind of chick in a way. In a sense. Not everything, but some of it. The civilians of Haddonfield are one of many elements Halloween will leverage to create an immersive horror sandbox. We're excited to begin offering players glimpses into the unique personalities and traits of our brand new cast of heroes in Halloween, and look forward to sharing more about their involvement in the single-player and multiplayer components of the game. Alright, y'all. We finally got a glimpse, and we finally confirmed that they're not survivors, victims, and all these other crap. They are heroes! Haddonfield heroes. The civilians of Haddonfield. Alright, guys. There it is. We finally got a glimpse and a lore of our characters that'll be featured in Halloween the game. Since it's a 4v1, there's 5 of them that I would see here, so cool. I'm assuming they might add another, maybe 2. Who knows? We're still early in the phase of this advertisement for this game, so definitely caught my eye while I was at work. I was like, oh, damn it. I want to go home so I can cover this now. But yes, there you have it, y'all. We finally got some news for Halloween the game. I couldn't be more excited. And it's funny because I just made a video yesterday covering all the games that I anticipated to play, with this being number 1, of course. But now, let's see what they bring up here probably next month. I'd say here soon we might see another trailer, possibly a trailer featuring these characters. Since Michael Myers has already been featured in the previous trailer covering his abilities and how he lurks around Haddonfield, I want to see more of what these guys have to offer. And I wonder if they're going to have like pros and cons with their stats or perks or whatever. We don't know anything else. We just know their lore and how they look. And their names. We finally got their names too. But yes, there it is. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and sorry for my stuttering BS language and speech impediment, whatever you call it. I just suck at reading, so forgive me. But anyways, be sure to like and subscribe, and I hope you guys like this content. So I'm definitely going to be covering more for Halloween. Whatever they show, I'm covering it. Be aware of that. If you're not aware, I'm sure you are aware. But if you are, you already know. But that's all I got. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.